Welcome, people and BlockRoomians, to GTA 5. Yes, we're back on GTA 5. And today, actually, I'm not going to be messing around GTA 5, or well, I might be in between. But today, I'm going to be going over what mods I have installed inside GTA 5. Because I often get asked this question. I haven't done any, proper videos with these mods on. But often, from my Steam screenshots, I get asked, and just generally me just showing people my game, I often get asked, what mods I have. So I'm going to leave all the mods down below, in short, so if you just want to go look there, you can. And yeah, let's get on with it, because I'm not much of a fan of long intros. So for starters, this is my GTA 5. This is what it looks like at the minute. We'll go down into the town as I speak. I think I'll go into third person, because this looks very, very close for first person, in my opinion. There we go. So for starters, the obvious, a Lamborghini. I have a Lamborghini mod. It's a Lamborghini Aventador 2015. It's like a proper HD model. All tyres work. It's, as far as I'm concerned, destructible. I don't tend to crash it much, so I'm not too sure. All dials and gauges and stuff like that work. It's just a car I just like to drive about, and it replaces the Zentorno. So for me, that's another plus, because I like the Zentorno, but it's not really much of not much of a looker in my opinion compared to this. Obviously, none of these mods may add also work in GTA Online. You probably know that, but in case you don't, that's a fact. Next, we have what makes the game look like this. Because a lot of people is probably looking at this video and probably going to look at the thumbnail and probably think, wow, that actually looks really nice. And I agree. They did a great job with this, the modders. Visual 5 is the ENB kind of... I take this kind of like the main kind of ENB framework this is built on. So basically you download Visual 5, you install it. You can install certain things, like I've got a kind of a bit of a motion blur kind of thing going on. You can't see it very much in a minute because I kind of have a bit toned down. You kind of add some vignette effects and that kind of stuff to it. It kind of all helps to kind of add it in. And then I also downloaded a Natural Vision mod, the mod's literally called Natural Vision, which turns it into this, which is absolutely beautiful. It's all the ENB, so all the lighting's done, all the textures are placed into like 1080p textures. You can get 4K textures if that's your snaz. I'm only doing 1080p because, well, I want my PC to not fry itself, even though I've got GTX 980, so it might run, I don't know. I've also only got a 1080p monitor, so for the amount of FPS drop I would get, it wouldn't be worth it. But there's options for 720p, 1080p Vivid, 1080p normal, which is this. 1080p Vivid is just, I guess, like bumped up colours, and 4K. So you have some choices there. And basically it makes the game look like this. It makes it look very, 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 very realistic and very gorgeous, I must say. Stuff like the fog being gone and everything like that, it just makes it look better. I tried to remove the fog in GTA 5 normally. I did it and it didn't look too good in my opinion. But with this mod removing the fog, it's a completely different ball game. It just looks so much better. So it's one I definitely recommend if you can run it and if you're into it. We also have OpenIV, which isn't really a mod, but it's what you load them with. I'll just mention that. And also scripthook5.dll. I'm also using the Nimpo, I was about to say simple, and I mixed them together. Native Trainer, which comes with the Scripthook 5 usually. I mean, in one I download anyway from the actual proper site. It comes with it, so as far as I'm concerned, it does. It's basically just a little basic trainer, useful for keeping your vehicles, I guess. And then we also have the Enhanced Native Trainer, which is a beautiful one. It's great for machinimas and just generally for using, really. You can spawn any vehicle, and I don't think you can spawn the massive heist truck. I don't know if that's even in single player. You can teleport to places, you can spawn all your weapons, bodyguards, do animations, change world settings, time settings, objects, miscellaneous, reset. You can even customize your character, from the actual settings itself, save characters. It's a must, really, if you're going to play the game modded. It's a must. Then I have Scene Director, which is only for machinimas, really. I wouldn't get this if you're not making machinimas, because really that's all it's for. It basically just allows you to just take control of civilians and just kind of record movements to then play back at a later date. And by play back at a later date, I mean as in on camera, so you can basically set up a scene, make people walk around, do certain animations, have a clipboard, I don't know, whatever you want them to do. Then we have sound mods, which I have on. Actually, no, I'll go back to that one, the sound one. There's another one I want to show you. It's a road sign changer. It basically changes most, if not all, the road signs to real LA signs. You know, the signs that actually would have dotted around LA. It doesn't change Vinewood to Hollywood. Bear that in mind. I'm not on about them signs. I'm all about the road signs. So if we go ahead and go find ourselves a highways, which should be just down here. Notice this is the blur effect going in this. It reminds me of GTA 4, which is why I kind of like it.
You got lucky, buddy.
You did. You definitely did. So if we go on to the highways, because it's most recognisable on there, because it's, you know, when you kind of see pictures of LA, or if you live in LA or if you've ever been, you'll know they have the green signs, and just in generally in America, really. Look, there you go, and it has the real name, so you can go to Long Beach, go visit Snoop Dogg, you know, Venus Boulevard, South Central down here, you know, gives you all your route numbers. Honestly, for kind of going around GTA, it's useful, but not too useful, because obviously it's not called South Central in the game. So, yeah, actually, I think it is called South Central. It's not called Long Beach, so I know there's definitely not a Long Beach in this game. There might be a version of it, but it's not the actual Long Beach itself. And it basically just adds them. I'm also thinking about as well getting a road enhancer mod that kind of makes the roads look exactly like they're from LA. So that all the junctions look exactly like they do in LA and everything like that. But basically renames the airport like LAX Airport. I don't think it changes the name at the bottom. You know when you're kind of like traveling and it's like Davis Avenue or whatever, which... Oh, we'll find out once we go into this. If it says Los Santos International, let me know. Yeah, it doesn't change a bit down the bottom, but it does change the actual road signs itself. And also ones like stop signs seem to look a little bit crisper as well and stuff like that. It's a real nice touch to have. Now, if you're wondering why I'm jetting off over here to the airport, it's so I can show you another one they have. It's called the Gun Enhancement. Well, I'm just going to call it Gun Sound Enhancement. It's pretty much just a gun overdo. Basically redoes all the sounds of the guns. So they sound a lot more realistic, and also so they just generally sound different. Now, I have this on purely because of machinimas, because when I'm making a machinima, I kind of want my guns to sound kind of a bit different. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was not good. Oh yeah, there you go. It has like fully detachable fronts and everything in this car. So it's probably just dodgeball, which is all nice. You can really start to see as well, start to appreciate what this EMB does. It's just out in the open. So if we just pull over a sec and get some guns out. We'll go for a Gusenberg sweeper. It is a Gusenberg, yeah. And just go and shoot. Same as these people. They owe us money. They haven't paid us back in a few weeks, so a few weeks late. Yeah, sounds quite nice. Yeah, it changes the sounds of the guns. Even the suppressed sounds, you know. Go to the carbine. I mean, it's up to you, kind of. This one's more of a personal preference, but I really, really like this one because, you know, it makes a sniper sound more like a sniper rifle. You know, it just really adds to the whole ambience of the game. Just makes it seem a lot more realistic, and not only that, just a lot. It kind of makes it seem different, you know. There's a different sound when you have different sounds and visuals combined. You kind of feel like you're playing a different game. Not that there's anything wrong with GTA 5 to begin with. Yeah, just kind of a nice thing to have. Now, next one I want to show you is, again, kind of one I kind of want from machinimas, as I like explosions, but you can generally just have it if you want it. Yeah, it's big explosions. Now, beware, if you try blowing up a plane, it's going to absolutely murder your frame rate to about 13 FPS. Well, that's the 747 anyway. There's no 747 here right now. I could spawn one in, but I really want my PC to survive and not die. So, yeah. It's quite a nice mod here, because it really ups the ante when you're going to explode things, because it also changes the settings of the explosion itself. So the explosion is not only looking bigger, but physically its range is a bit bigger, which is always a nice thing to have. You know, a bit more of a turn up with the explosives. You know, we don't want them low grade explosives anymore. So I'm just going to quickly jet off into the air so you can kind of get an idea of what this game looks like in the air. This balloon might be a bit too much for you. Admittedly, it's quite a lot for me, but what can you do? So we're just about to go over here into Malibu. You can kind of see the nice sea textures that are kind of loaded in. Admittedly, it does look a bit bare when you're flying over, But then again, majority of the time in single player, I'm not really flying about. I'm usually on the ground just having a mess about. So for me, it's still fine. I take it if you're really going to fly around a lot more, you may not want this one on. I don't know whether it's the best for flying. Like, with the flying, you want kind of a haze in the atmosphere and everything like that. So we'll just go ahead and jump out here and just let that plummet into the ground. See what I mean about the explosions? Yeah, they're a bit bigger. There's a new example there as well, the signs. I'll show you. If I get to show you. Ah, oh no. So, West Santa Monica, as you see, it uses the real names, which kind of gives it a nice touch, I guess. He's going down the other way, he's like, stuff it. And there's one last thing I wanted to show you as well. So, we'll just quickly fast forward to that. And finally, what I've been saving is the night lighting, because in my opinion, this just makes the game look so good. Seriously, the night lighting just looks so nice. All the reflections as well. Because the EMBs is all to do with lighting and shading and all that kind of stuff. It really, really makes the reflections, especially in the night, just that much better. I mean, in my opinion, I need to get a Corona light add-on to make the lights and the police cars kind of match. You know, add a bit of bloom to them and a bit of a lens flare. But my God, it looks beautiful. Seriously, just to kind of like drive along, run over a man, and then look up and see just that. Ah, it looks so nice. It's so much more orange, which I don't know whether I'd really say it's realistic, but to me it just works. It just makes it look so real, and it just I can't really describe how it looks. You just kind of have to look at it and just let it soak in. YouTube may not be doing it much good either right now, because obviously YouTube downgrades the quality of it when it's uploading and obviously rendering, so obviously it may look a little bit worse. But in my opinion, the night lights is one of the massive highlights in this whole thing, and it just makes it look so much nicer, you know. I mean, even if I use this and use world, and then we'll just quickly try a blackout, you know. I mean, that, you can see what the difference of light does. Add that, turn that off. Add that, turn that. It just looks so nice and so much more realistic and just so much more, beautiful as well, you know. It doesn't look as, I wouldn't say ugly, because GTA 5 wasn't ugly, but you know what I mean. Just makes the elements look better, you know. There wasn't even a word there, but what can you say? Anyway, I'm going to leave that here. This is my mods in GTA 5. Hopefully you go and try some out if you want to. If you don't want to, then that's up to you. Yeah, you're GTA 5. As far as I'm concerned, no viruses, that kind of thing. They all get virus checked when they're uploaded. So, should be all good there. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, as I said, subscribe, all that good stuff. Links down below. Go enjoy. And cheerio. Ooh,